Ladies, gentlemen, esteemed non-binaries, Trashkin all, good evening and welcome to the start of our playthrough of Control. Now, my first start of the game didn't quite work out recording-wise. I was a little loopy. Didn't turn out
Fair
great,
warning.
so we're starting afresh.
This is gonna be weirder than usual.
And
Can't be
how?
helped. You called me. So here I am.
It's a little tricky to
I know
bounce.
I shut you out sometimes. I'm always glad to hear from you. It's just that I get my hopes up.
To balance sound, that is.
So many times it's led to nothing. I found nothing. It's like we live in a room, and there's a poster on the wall. We stare at it, and we think that's the whole world. The room and the poster. The picture's something nice. A landscape, a famous person. Like in that movie, what is it called? The prison movie. The room's a cell, and the picture, it's different for each of us. It can be beautiful or terrible, but we're all transfixed. But it's all a lie. Something to distract us from the truth. They're lying to us. We're lying to ourselves. The room's not the world. The world is much bigger and much stranger. There's a hole hidden behind that poster that leads to the real world. We all feel safe in that room. But sometimes something crawls out from behind the poster. And the ones that see it happen freak out and try to forget what they saw. I'm here. Why did you bring me here?
Remedy does some really good sound work, but I have a rough time balancing against my voice.
Anyone here?
Because I want to bring as much fullness of the sound in as I can, but it's too powerful. I have to tone it down some. Oh, there we go. Ahem. Certain objects are not allowed inside the Bureau. Recent incidents have necessitated an issued reminder on prohibited materials. Unauthorized weapons, pagers, laptops, smartwatches, smartphones, smart gaming devices, anything smart. Number 2, pencils. Any object considered iconic representations of an archival concept, e.g., rubber duckies, ketchup bottles. All materials under Bureau investigation is to be brought in through the private entrances. If you see any lobby personnel in breach of these policies, please notify your supervisor immediately. Reads like standard Bureau credit. Package with 10 smokes in it. Oh, that's the thing.
This seal. I saw it a long time ago. I keep seeing it in my dreams.
Fascinating. Expenditure summary: Executive Sector Q2, staffing, surveillance, data center, initiative, construction. Minor office equipment, janitorial costs, mold removal, HQ livability costs. For breakdown spreadsheet, see page 5. For 5-year comparison charts, see page 9. By whomst? Ah, Zachariah Trench. Who's that last one? Ah, no, just official. Official forum letter. Dr. Casper Darling. Our bureau at work. Director Zachariah Trench. Hmm? Oh, hey. Not bad design. Always check the bathrooms. Never know what you might find bonus health.
Federal Bureau of Control. All these years I've been looking for them, and they were hiding in plain sight.
Funky. Hot and spicy, I assume, chips. Crackers, trail mix, pistachio, potato chips, pretzels, crackers, fiber, protein. Oh. Yeah. Not a lot of computer consoles, a lot of tape. Security order. Attention all. Yeah. A shark in his. Yeah. Although secure. Yeah. Permission to. Yeah. Following the basic protocol. Yeah. Shoot to kill. Yeah. Good luck. So, this is Remedy's little tie a lot more of the Remedyverse together game, Control. It's a little more sci-fi. It's got some of that secure, contain, protect protocol in place. Oop. Alright. Reminder. R4 reports. Reminder. Hello! As you all should know by now, the R4 reports are due by the end of the week. We're still waiting on them from a number of people. If you need an extension, please request form R4.E from your supervisor. If you think you're exempt from filing an R4, then you'll need to get written permission from your department chief saying so. Remember, R4s are mandatory under Section 75.2 of the Employee Manual. If your R4 requires interdepartmental claims, then please contact the appropriate department head. Dr. Darling, Miss Marshall, Mr. Salvador, or Mr. Kirkland. As needed. They'll be busy on Thursday in their annual policy review, so please schedule accordingly. Best, your admin team.
Hello?
Which reminds me. Best I make sure I have captions on now. I suppose I could dial back the music a wee smidge. A little bit. A little bit. A little bit. And the effects back a wee bit. Dialogue, top volume. Display. Looks at me. Interface, text language, subtitles on. Okay, good, great, grand. I'm never sure which to use because I have the obnoxious. Oh, right. Go ahead and do that. That'll save us. Save us considerable hell.
Hey, excuse me.
There you are. You are here about the job. Janitor's assistant. You need to go to the interview. Go that way to the elevator.
Thanks. Elevator that way. Got it.
Very good. I'm Ahti, the janitor, by the way. You'll work for me. You can say I sent you. If they don't hire you, niin johan on helvetti. There be work for the axe. Take them behind the sauna, jumalauta.
I've done enough night shift loner jobs to know it makes us come off weird. Ahti the janitor is a friendly face in my book.
Better than somebody with no face at all. Think about it. No face.
But that said, I know what you're thinking. If there's an axe murderer around, that's him.
I had the thought. I mean, he did mention axe and work behind the sauna. Wait. Eh? 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 Right. SCP rules. P.S. Dear Remedy, could you explain how you
The
rigged
cell
that?
and the poster. I was 11 years old the first time I saw behind the poster. They told me I imagined it. I've been trying to pull it down ever since.
I'd skip
Will
the
you help?
cutscenes. Well, yeah. I'd skip the cutscenes, but as per Remedy games, if I do, there's a fair chance we'll be lost hopelessly without a pot thread to pull on. It's not a criticism. I'm just saying, Remedy games got some dense story beats, yo. So I still love Alan Wake. Really looking forward to Alan Wake 2. But I'm probably waiting the year or more for it to come out on PC because, I'm not paying for Microsoft. Again, you already got me coming and going on computers, Microsoft. Nothing doing. Okay, so we should be immune to copyright issues on music, which...
Did I lose you there for a moment?
Yeah.
You know what's on my mind. My baby brother, Dylan. 17 years since the men of this bureau took him.
665. 665. That's a weird bit. Oh, hot and spicy. Oh, hot and spicy peanuts. I just assumed they were hot and spicy chips, or perhaps something a corn, or perhaps extruded puff. So, this, if I'm not mistaken, is a variation, if not the precise. There's a tree in Australia that produces its own moisture in the form of a mucus. This said, unlike the similar variety in terms of shape in Subnautica, a similar tree pops up. But do not try to eat or ingest it. That mucus it produces, well, a liquid, is horrifically toxic to people. I forget the genius name, but I don't got a security clearance. Is there a switch to flip? Nope. Approved terminology. Reminder. Reply. Drafting any public-facing material. While penning any notifications of death related to the Willow AEW, please adhere to the following guidelines. Words, phrases to use. In the service of his/her country. Regret. Proud pride. Will be remembered. Words, phrases to avoid. Alaska. Scissors. Blood. Bleed. Loss. Apologies. Sorry. Nothing disturbing about that. Seems like a standard field incident guideline report for public-facing matters. Definitely not odd. Oh, why? Oh, he's a somatics, okay. Federal Bureau of Control. Trench, do not disturb. Okay. Barbara, I'm not to be disturbed. Cancel all my appointments for the day. The rest of the week. I can't trust them, Barbara. Not a single one. Trench. Investigate the noise. Okay,
Shit.
Ooh.
Shit.
That's,
You want me to pick
seriously?
up the murder weapon? Really?
Alright, I'll go with you. Oh, but right there. Pyramid.
Something's outside.
Whiskey.
Was coming here a mistake?
Something's outside. Okay. My best guess.
Objects of power can cause or be results of AWE's altered world events, intrusions upon the perceived reality. Now, the service weapon is, of course, a prime example of an OOP, a very powerful one.
Oof.
Ingrained in the Bureau's DNA, a key
Just oof.
component in our
That
prime
base
candidate
is a
program.
bit much.
Come out of that Russian roulette a winner, and you're it.
The survivors can live and die. In this ritual challenge, you must choose to be the chosen one.
This place. Where am I? The same gun.
Control the gun house. My best guess on the weird statements by our pyramid overlord,
Now I have a gun.
the board of directors, is it's telepathy and your brain is filling in the unclear, and some of that is concept. Now most baddies have weak points, but not these ones. There we go. Heck did you come from? Oh, there we go. We wield the gun, you. The board appoints you. Congratulations, Director.
Something's coming. This threat.
Okay.
An attack. Duty as director. Keep the Bureau safe.
What was you say, right?
Did you hear that?
Well, yeah.
It's the dead man. Right after the pyramid spoke to me, and it was just noise, and I understood every word.
Oh, well, there you go.
And this gun's alive.
Oh,
You know what?
in a
I'm
sense.
happy. Happy to be here. Things have quieted down outside. Is it safe to go?
Sewing, ribbon cutting. Okay. I have no idea who that dude is. Okay. Keep. Wait. Not bad, Jesse. Let's see, medal awarding. And a spare shirt on. Whoa. Oh.
You can't let this happen. You can't let this happen.
The base is simply too much.
You can't let this happen. 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 You stopped it. You. Oh, thank you. That was horror.
Got our first probable glitch. Oh, hey, Hiss guards. Field research on Hiss entity. Hiss corrupted guard, confidential. Summary: the Bureau has many internal security personnel. The Hiss was quick to take advantage of this fact. Hiss guards use the standard issue bullpup rifles they carried prior to corruption, while the armored guards carry pumped action shotguns. They have no observed paranatural abilities, with the exception that certain Hiss guards are protected by a shielding of dense Hiss residents capable of stopping bullets. Is this shielding a result of prolonged Hiss corruption? Does the Hiss mature an organic host over time? More data is needed. Do the Hiss target individuals with combat training? Does the Hiss have that level of cognizance? Does it utilize hosts for tasks they are best suited to? Combat trained hosts are reserved for combat? These are all questions for later, though it is obvious that corrupted individuals retain knowledge on the use of their weapons. Refer to file for full report. Alright, director, trench photograph. So much is expected from the director. The responsibility, the privilege. Case files. Service weapon. OOOP-1KE. Containment procedure. No unique procedures required. Gee, I wonder where they had the containment procedure from. I do wonder. Ahem. The object's form is variable. When bound, the object allows para-utilitarians to... This object must only be bound by individuals seeking the role of... The object will determine whether... If rejected, the applicant is terminated. This process is dictated by the... Though the criteria is unknown. Background: the object was discovered inside the oldest house. In the room that is now used as the director's office. The popular hypothesis, many forms throughout history, Mjolnir, Excalibur, Vashtorma. Excuse me, Vranastra. All weapons that, of their wielders. If objects of power are the convergence of forces based on the collective subconscious, then this may be the original manifestation of that event. If this is the case, see Dr. Darling presentation 11.1 for details. We already had it, but we'll check that off. If you don't like the angle, you can just replay all the movies you find. Undefined reading. Huh.
The hotline. Secure line of communication.
So I never see an elevator there.
Reach the hotline.
Alright.
The hotline.
Well,
Dead man. Okay.
do like the snappy fire rate on this. Whoop. Oh, hello. Damage boost, eh? I dare say right now we don't have anything better going on, so, happy to have it. Certainly. Oh, why, hello, stray file. Come on home. Federal Bureau of Control. Dinner reservations at Chez Ambray. Wife will meet you there. Don't be late. Flowers are ready for you at lobby reception. Remember, she's turning 46. Seems like Zachariah had his plate full running this joint. So full he couldn't remember his wife's heckin' birthday. It's not a good sign. Oh, why, hello, stray file. Executive meeting minutes. Agenda items for next executive meeting. Rising cost of AEW response. Update on mold escalation or eradication efforts. Upcoming annual salary review. New supplier of coffee filters to be found and vetted. Please come prepared. Thank you for your time. Ooh. I should not do as much reading as I do, but I started it. Ah, yes, this would appear to be a standard toilet. You know, it seems to be a bit of a toss-up if there's going to be a men's room equivalente. Do I have a map? Ah, yes, I do. Okay, so I checked the dead end there. Let's see. That just heads us on over. Okay, so that's the restroom. That little L dog hook's also the restroom. Alright, oh. Aha!
Reminder, if you experience an unanticipated building shift, follow these simple steps. 1. Search the room for any altered items or objects of power. 2. Carry the altered item or object of power to the nearest safe room. 3. Wait for Bureau staff to find you and the object. If there are no altered items or objects of power in the vicinity, then reach your supervisor via the nearest intercom and await further instructions. Thank you for your attention.
Gonna be taken for reuse. Release articles. Marcelo Leon. Sebastian, Jenna. Weird. So the Babel's part of the Hiss's whole weird hoodoo. Delays caused by house shifts do not count towards overtime. Spitting out of control. Yes. Acoustic guitar, $50. Turns out it's pretty hard. If you insist. If interested, see Greg in maintenance. Reminder to all staff. Food left in the refrigerator in containment break room freebie has been known to vanish. Plan accordingly. Socks and ballerinas live at the oldest house. Book club. I want to read you book club, but I'm gonna need a Zonger Zoom. Office rules of conduct. Speak in moderate volume. No personal cars. No food or drink around bureau documents or the coffee room. Excuse me, I'm gonna break one rule right now. Because I've got my drink. Can't do anything about it, rules. No using the photocopier for personal projects, or the 3D printer, or the bureau stationery. Wear access badge at all times. No discussing confidential projects out loud. The one to finish the coffee pot makes a new one. Let's say hi and welcome the new people into the oldest house. Those are either Debs or contest winners, I'm not sure. Don't bring dogs into the office, some of us have allergies. Pneumatic tube check. There's a lot of sundry data. Oh, this is a good one. Let's work hard. His life is in your hands. Everyone's safety depends on you. Okay. Well, let's see what you got for us. Rough day at the office, huh, buddy? Marshall, AWE. Investigations. FBC, confidential, for Marshall's eyes only. Marshall, we've checked out the suspected AEW in Duluth. Wasn't anything, just like the house fire before this. And the malfunctioning clothes dryer before that. My team is getting pretty sick of duds. We need to find a better way to sort the fake AEWs from the real things, or you need to rotate those field agents off for a bit. Anyway, we're en route to Sherman Ranch, the next one on the list. Let's hope it's a little livelier out there. Sincerely, Special Agent Keenum. Miss Marshall, L. Keenan, another dud. Occasionally subtitles within the titling. Okay. What's that loot? Oh, well. Second damage boost. Alright. I'll do some reading. Every now and again, it is slightly, ever so slightly, better. Pays to do some math. Or, you know, be able to distinguish color.
Hissing sound that tried to invade me earlier. The hiss burrowing into everything.
Urban legends, you say? Compiled by Paula Bernat, Lorenzo Dunn, researchers by Arlie Emily Part, her Pope, research specialist. Urban legends are believed to affect the creation of altered materials, but can also dictate the characteristics of an altered world event. Alright, now we finally know what AWE is. Urban legends are understood as the modern evolution of Jung's archetypes, recognized certain informed by our own and popularized by our media. We have additionally proven urban legends can be artificially in popular culture by using our bureau-made anthology television program. Once the seeds are sown, human imagination exasperates the details. Certain paranormal or paranatural phenomena contain clear elements of popularized folklore. AWEs that occur, or that only occur on a pair of scissors that consume human though 2 punctures on the These details, living in the minds of so many, have been given strength through belief. Gee, where else did we hear about scissors? These details, urban legends, are not just stories for children. They are paranatural realities waiting to happen. Refer to file 493-6942 for full report.
Thing in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright,
Pretty
it's
much.
our enemy. That babble's contagious. It
Oh,
burrows
right,
in like
radio.
an infuriating melody
I
that makes
have-
you hum it over and over.
I have muted radios. The radios do have some slapping tunes. I highly recommend, if you see a radio and you're not streaming or recording, please do have yourself a listen. Right. Oh. Alright, Ranger, thank God. Ranger First Class Pulaski? Oh man, doing a Pulaski.
Must cleanse control points. An enemy. Corrupt. Spreading.
Whatever you say, Trenchy.
Cleanse the control point. What does that mean?
That's game tutorial for clear the enemies and interact with it. Oh, I hope I got the voice or the volume mix right for this, or I'm gonna have to do more experimenting next
You
time.
did it. We did
Does
it.
it get real? Or well, yes, I
Are you
can.
with us? With the Bureau?
I can't tell you how happy I am to talk to somebody sane.
The feeling's mutual. Yeah, I'm Pope, Emily Pope, Dr. Darling's assistant.
My turn. Should I lie?
Jesse Faden. I'm just visiting.
I should have lied.
Oh, shit.
Too late now.
You're the new director. Hold on. We're coming out.
Heck do you know?
Director Faden.
Call me Jesse.
Okay, Jesse. I'm Emily. Look, somehow this hostile force, this...
Hiss?
that works? Somehow the hiss managed to infiltrate the building without any warning.
And just like that, my name for it is official. The hiss. Like the sound of poison gas leaking in.
We're in full lockdown. It seems to have spread everywhere and to everyone not protected by an HRA. And, extraordinarily, you. You are the director, and that makes you special by definition. Trench is no longer the director, obviously. I'm sorry, I'm talking too much. This whole situation is just a lot.
Yep.
Trench is dead. Shot.
Ah,
I found his body. And the gun. Do I tell her it looked like
Was he
suicide?
the
unworthy?
service weapon?
Also, and this can sound crazy, but he keeps appearing to me, saying things. It's hard to make out, but he told me to cleanse the control point, push the hiss out. The whole room shifted around.
You did that? And you entered the building when it was already in
With
the lockdown,
our
before you became the new
friend.
director? How?
I'm not ready to tell her about you yet.
Fair
A
enough.
janitor let me in.
I love it. This is fucking unbelievable.
Hey,
It's-
all these good shit,
I
man.
can't even. Look, Jesse, I have a million questions, and you probably have a million more.
Like, do you know my brother Dylan? Not yet.
But there's something I need to ask you to do first. If you can cleanse a control point, then you can maybe cure those infected or possessed by the hiss.
Worth a shot, more
Because
bodies.
if that's possible, our options are very different.
Emily Pope. I don't know her, but I like her already.
No, she is a
She's the
freaking
opposite of
go-getter,
the
man.
faceless agency I've blamed for what happened to me for so long.
Fair
But I
enough.
can't trust her yet. Or rather, the bureau she's a part of.
Fair enough.
Yes. I can try. I'm speaking for you, of course. We can try it together.
Okay, I'm game of viewer.
Okay. You with me? We did it before. Push the hiss out.
Control points. Control points are a location the Bureau has identified as being vital junctions of the oldest house. When the appropriate harmonization devices are arranged around the control point arrangement, the surrounding area will not experience any unforeseen building shifts. These control points are discovered by detection of an unobstructed ping using within a 37-foot radius. Numerous researchers have attempted to define control points, calling them nerve junctures or vulnerable spots of the oldest house. The common factor in these theories is that control points are susceptible to external influence, which allows us to stabilize the oldest house and work more confidently inside it. Theoretically, this technology could be extrapolated to stabilize the oldest house as a whole, but testing has found that certain parts of the building refuse to be... Refer to file 725-2788 for full report. By order of Emily Pope, research specialist, and Lorenzo Impala are taking up the slack again. Oh, hold on. What's this? This new asset? Ah, yes. A hidden trend. And a house memory. Good enough. No? That tells me what I need to know. Alright, Polaris. Did we...
It didn't work. The hiss has been...
in a manner of speaking, it did. Hiss agent. The hiss manifests in human host in numerous ways. The most common and least intense form is seen in the many corrupted agents floating throughout the Bureau. Emily Pope, Bio's director Jesse Faden. His agents have maintained their human appearance, undergoing no obvious physical transformation. The most notable distinction from an unaffected human is the fact they levitate. The Hiss have displayed no aggressive behavior. They only seem interested in vocalizing the strains, incantation, and ad infinitum. On and on for those of you that don't deal with that particular. Perhaps these vessels are only meant to propagate the Hiss corruption, like spores or Wi-Fi boosters. Or are they cocoons preparing to enter the next stage of evolution? When attacked, Hiss agents disappear, or perhaps entering a state of invisibility, or undergo a transformation into a purely resonant form. Research is ongoing. Refer to file for full report.
Too deep. Ripping it out rips them apart.
I mean, I could just not, my way through the blinks.
We need to make a plan.
If you insist. Okay, science gal pal. Alright, boardroom.
I can't cleanse them.
I saw. It was worth a shot. Thank you, Director. Jesse.
I'm gonna tell her why I'm here. I'll risk it.
Okay.
Listen, the Bureau was involved in an incident in my hometown, Ordinary, 17 years ago.
Huh.
The Bureau came in and covered the whole thing up. I've been looking for this place for a long time. That's enough.
Yeah, you mentioned. Oh,
Maybe
for now.
that's too much already.
Well, you gotta ease them
I
in.
can't tell her about Dylan and the rest yet.
You know, secrets
I've
get people
seen
killed.
mentions of an altered world event case dealing with Ordinary. You were at Ground Zero as a child?
Yep.
It was one of the big ones, and before my time. And very classified. I can try to dig out some old files for you. My boss, Casper Darling, would know, but...
Incidentally,
he's missing.
Is
he
the
knew this was
boardroom also
coming,
the
or
smoker's deck,
suspected.
or does the house
Came up
pipe in
with
the smoke
HRAs,
itself?
The Hadron Resonance Amplifiers. I think they're what saved us. Or a few of us.
I mean, I'm all for a boardroom that
Director
looks like a
Trench would
jazz
know.
club, but,
Trench, the ghost, or whatever he is, he mentioned something called the hotline. Said I should find it.
It's another object of power, like the gun, an old Bakelite telephone, a direct line of communication between the director and the board. Maybe he can talk to you more clearly through that. Trench
it's worth a
has
shot.
years and years of experience. He might know how to destroy the hiss.
Where is the hotline?
It's kept in the communications department through the mailroom. It's part of this sector, so we can access it even with the lockdown in place.
Good.
We'll get the door open for you.
Okay, that's my next stop.
That's Tomasi's department. He's the head of communications. I don't think he had an HRA. He kind of made a point about not wearing one earlier. Keep an eye out.
Tomasi, do you want safety briefing? Because this is how we get a
They
safety
call me the
briefing.
director. But that's not me. I'm not a director type. I'm not a leader. Why am I here? I think you already know.
I do like that exterior shot.
Yes, I came for my brother, but there are other reasons too. I said I
Wherein
was
you
looking for
have
answers, but I
the
might
world in
never
which there is a
understand
definite
it.
end to the
I'm
top
not
of the
looking for
building,
proof. This is already
and
it.
the Bureau
More
simply
than
stretching
enough.
up out of sight,
No matter what they told me all those
implying
years,
its
I know it's real.
strange
now.
nature visually.
I didn't imagine this. I want to be a part of this world.
Do we though?
What scares me shitless is that I finally found it. Only to see the hiss destroy it all.
That is a styling chair, I must say. Built for extra long folk, extra long arms. I feel like the only downside is you might clip your elbows on those supports, though. If you're doing something funky.
I know this is all new to you, so don't
Alright,
hesitate to
well,
ask me anything you want to know.
We're probably
There are no
ending
stupid questions.
soon.
The door
So we'll get some more lore.
The hotline should be in the communications department.
Where did the hiss come from?
We don't
I'm
know.
not sure. You said the hiss was here when you entered. Did you see anything like that outside before you came in?
Nope.
No. No, just inside.
The source is internal then. See, the oldest house
Well, that's
is
good
a
news.
sprawling complex with openings to other places as well. I don't even know where to start looking. But in the context, it's good news. The lockdown holds. The hiss escaping the building would be the end. Pretty shitty world out there if you ask me, but I wouldn't want the hiss to destroy it.
Agreed.
With you on that, Emily. You mentioned the oldest house.
Is what we're
What
in?
is it?
This building, the Bureau headquarters, the oldest house, is a shifting place. You've seen it. It transcends its physical limits.
I've been to New York a few times. How didn't I notice this place?
It's an attribute of the building. This is a place of power. The oldest house doesn't like attention, so unless you're purposely trying to find it, you don't, which is perfect for us. The work we do here is essential, but unstable. The Bureau prefers not to be noticed. And we need strong walls to make sure nothing gets out.
So without you, I never would have found the front door.
I do like Pope's shirt. It's got
Okay.
this interesting bit of line going on with the down collar. It's quite interesting. Like you've got the formal cuffs up top, short sleeves to keep them out of the way. Like I can't help but wonder if perhaps that was a part of a larger garment at some point.
This trench guy. I keep hearing him in my head. Is he a ghost? Haunting me?
I doubt we're talking about a ghost in the traditional sense, but an echo maybe. See, if he was killed by the service weapon, your gun, maybe it's his final thoughts recorded by the bullet in his brain, like a deep space probe sending back data. But that's just a hypothesis on my part. I need the gun to research it.
Disturbing?
But you better hold on to that given the circumstances.
Yeah, it is my only gun.
Yeah. Can you tell me what an object of power is exactly? This is all, well, new to me.
Don't worry, I love going over the basics. So objects of power are mundane objects that house paranatural energies and have developed a link to the astral plane and can thus be controlled, which is what differentiates them from altered items, which are still housings of paranatural forces, but are more volatile and cannot be bound in the peri-utilitarian sense. Got it?
No.
Did she memorize this? Got it.
Magic-y,
Thanks.
watchicky.
So HRA stop you from becoming his?
It's what's on
It
her.
seems that way. I mean,
her
I hadn't
torso.
even heard of an HRA until a few weeks ago when Dr. Darling started handing them out. Well, I began analyzing mine as soon as I got it. I mean, each one, it seems to emit a powerful short-range frequency way beyond anything I've ever seen.
Don't say.
Doesn't the timing seem suspicious?
Mm-hmm.
I thought that too. Dr. Darling usually likes to unveil his latest breakthrough in big presentations. With these, he just passed them out. Yeah, his behavior makes me wonder what exactly he knew.
Yeah, and when he knew it.
Thanks, Emily. I'm sure I'll have more questions soon.
Just let me know.
Yep. Aha! Hmm. 6 minutes past 4. House memory. Right, well, we have asked all the questions we are able to at the moment. Not a raid for loose lore. Sadly, the radios are forbidden to us, as they play copyrighted music. Thanks for that consideration. Remedy, good job. Well done. Appreciate not getting copyright struck. As, I am a tiny channel, and I sincerely doubt I can afford a lawyer to argue my case before YouTube in the no, this is transformative category. Send to 325. Oh, is there any indication what the heck this is? Nope. It's our reminder, wash your hands. Your hands can spread the mold. Please recycle. Book club, welcome. Yeah, this is pretty much just the same. Oh, hold on. I'm like, oh, I was in this one before. Have you seen it? Nope, generals. And a punch card. Oh, it's the Nixon administration. For you hardcore history buffs, can you spot Spiro Agnew? Yeah, not bad. That's a lot of... Hold on. Smoky Western Bin, Jack's Choice. Pain. Black Diamond, Smokes and Mirrors, Super King, Super Strong, and for you edgelords out there, Pain, Hard Boiled, Bilbaro, Choice Hand, Holy Smokes, and just Smokes. I was about to say, heck are standards or standard brands of. Oh, those are standard blank brand. But yeah, for our purposes, oh, shit's a bathroom. Listen, I know you can't control building shifts, but the executive level restroom has been missing for weeks now. I worked my ass off in the Islamabad station for 3 years. I've earned the right to a nice workplace shitter. If you can't bring it back, at least find out where it went. Which reminds me. 101. Ah. Portrait of Zachariah Trench. The only person you should fail is yourself. Okay. Let's see. His files. Files. Research records. His cards. Oh. No. No. Okay. Officials. Pope. And sworn. Oh well, I'll have to pay attention. I think that might have been our good research friend. Man, somebody dropped the crackers. Oh yeah, the door's down there. Thanks for the heads up. Man, I wish I could play this, but we had to move that. It's a pretty good little slapper. It's pretty good okay. Dr. Carla Vaughn and Dr. Hubert Tan, research specialist by order of Dr. Casper Darling, head of research. Examination of paranormal technology. Or, excuse me, of topics. Technology limitations of the oldest house. The oldest house imposes certain limitations on our bureau. But by far, the most restrictive is the inability to use certain technological instruments. The oldest house does not allow devices that receive or emit any signal. Cell. Radio waves are the only transmissible signals in the oldest house, and even those are often unreliable. If the power of collective unconsciousness is taken into account, it could be certain pieces of technology are too new in the cultural zeitgeist, unconsciousness, for the oldest house to them recognize. Similarly, these items have not been known to become receptacles for altered status. Technology may be moving at too fast a pace for the to occur. Modern technology tends to disappear and break here, sometimes quite violently. Yeah, agents have been injured by cell phones exploding in their pockets while entering the oldest house. Refer file 419-1945 for full report. All right, they say no cells at work here. They frickin' mean it. United States of America, Federal Bureau, Department of Unhuman Affairs, 33 Thomas Street, New York. Well, we know we're in New York. Oh, hey. Hello. Why, this office is completely unattended. More stuff. Nothing else interesting. There's an alarming amount of post-it notes, though. I am quite content to walk this segment dry. Gather our goods while we can, though we are pushing past the hour limit. So, I do suppose I should see about grabbing what goods there are. And GTFO for the evening. Because, unfortunately, I do have... Man, that was a pretty good bop, too. I do miss the music. I do. Although, I think that makes... 3 radios we couldn't do a thing with, unless I'm counting one twice. I will not be starting a radio count for this playthrough. There are simply quite a few. But don't let me stop you from doing your own challenge. And count the radios as you go if you care to. Federal Bureau of Control, how to handle unscheduled visitors entering the lobby. Start with the following. Welcome to the Federal Bureau of Control. Established in 1964 as part of an effort to strengthen government relations, we are proud to serve the United States and her people as we strive for transparency and excellence in all aspects of our esteemed nation's infrastructure. If they do not leave, then ask these questions. Are you here to see someone? Are you from New York or just visiting? How'd you find this place? If their answers are sufficiently harmless, explain that this is a secure federal office and they'll need to leave. If their answers seem, escort them to a private room. There, perform the gunner's psychological assessment. If their response is within the acceptable devious range, see the provided scoring sheet, then, immediately. Remember, there's no such thing as too suspicious. Yeah, got a little more lore out of the deal. So many locks. Is there a location or something? Alright. So, no loose office space here. We already raided the bunker for stuff. Alright, so we got the elevator, which I know is closed. Is that a stapler or an altered item? Don't let mold hitch a ride. Perform daily body checks for foreign plant matter. Don't take office equipment outside of the building. Avoid modern technology. Synchronicity Research Department. Notice Song Master Jukebox OOP 10 KE storage area. No admittance except for expedition purposes. No unauthorized personnel. The area is under 24/7. Oh hey, a console. Pretty kicking it pretty old school. Looks like some Apple II customized nonsense with a sweet processor deck, baby. Look at that sexy sub-monitor. It's even got 2 colors, man. Oregon Trail must look real trippy on that. Oh, and there's the Songmaster, which may look quite familiar to some of you. Perhaps from a certain diner. It's an Alan Wake reference. It was the only one we had for a long, long while in this game, and we'll get to the rest eventually. But yeah, well, that's this section explored. I suppose we'll haul it all in. But yeah, that's our time tonight. So I'm hoping the audio mix is good, or at least acceptable. So if you don't know how this goes and you just wandered into Control, go ahead and have yourself a good stretch by the trash fire, finish up your snacks and drink, take care of yourselves. Thank you for watching. I've been your humble host, Rasp8 Trash Bear, and until next time on Trash Tier Gaming, good night, and I'll see you in the next one.